Chapter 4, Assets, Liabilities, and Net Worth. This is a quick chapter. So I don't know how long this video will be, but I do want to provide you with a video lecture, if you will, that way you can hear someone speak it out loud. I'm sure there's also more on YouTube, but I do try to provide this with every chapter. Okay, so assets, liabilities, and net worth are part of the language of finance. Assets are what the organization owns. Liabilities is what the organization owes. And net worth, you can read about that on page 33 underneath the overview of the chapter. I don't want to confuse you, but it's insider claims. So it's in healthcare, some physicians, providers, investors will own a medical office or a medical building that operates multiple, medical specialties out of. And that's what you would call an insider claim. Some healthcare facilities are actually owned by larger hospitals and or larger investment groups. But anyway, three-part equation on page 33. This is referring to the fact that assets equal liabilities plus net worth. That is the equation. So page 34 goes into what are examples of assets. Let me get caught up with the PowerPoint here. So there's slide one, second slide, third slide, or whatever. Assets, economic resources that have expected future benefits to the business. Yes. And examples, cash, accounts receivable, notes receivable, inventory, land, building, and equipment can also be assets. The book on page 34 describes the difference between short-term and long-term assets having to do with the period of time. And this slide, exhibit 4.1, is on the bottom of page 34. Next page on 35, we're talking about liabilities. This includes accounts payable, payroll taxes that would be due, mortgages, short-term versus long-term liabilities. Again, that 12-month period is used as a gauge. Next slide. Oh, there's liability examples. That's on the bottom of page 35 in the book also. So here is net worth again, the bottom of page 35, and there's differences. See what this next slide says. Yes, so for-profit, sole proprietorships, partnerships, corporations, not-for-profit. There's going to be different examples of what's included or what net worth means. All right, how assets, liabilities, and net worth fit together. Yes, there's a three-part equation. Yep, so I feel like PowerPoint's kind of going backwards. That's okay though. Again, this is a short chapter. Review it. Please let me know if you have any questions. Oh yes, and here is your worksheet for chapter 4. So here is the solution. By the way, let me make sure you know, I should probably make an announcement about this. The back of the book is a section, examples and exercises, supplemental materials and solutions, starting on page 525, and then starting on page hang on, 40-ish is where the answers start. That's not right though. It's there. Hang on, I just got to get to the right page. 5. Hang on, you hear me flipping? It's because I'm looking for where the answers start. So again, the activities start on page 525, I think is what I just said, and the answers come right after that. I can't put my finger on the exact. It's not going to let me. But there's solutions also in the back of the book, and obviously solutions to the different worksheets in the PowerPoints. And so instead of having quizzes or a quiz this week, again, I try to diversify. And this publisher does not offer videos, nor does it offer test bank questions, if you will. So as you get quizzes, they're ones that I created. But these I try to pick the most straightforward worksheets. If you ever come across an exercise that you prefer better, you're welcome to outreach me, email me, and say, hey, instead of doing that one, I'd rather do this one for that week's credit. And I'm happy to accept that. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Have a good week.